I'm a landlocked sailor living in Kentucky, and one of my favorite treats is Oysters Rockefeller, says Allrecipes member Bill. I go to the ocean often, and these rockin' Oysters Rockefeller are as good as I have tasted anywhere. Thanks to Cassandra Kennedy, the member who shared this recipe. This recipe makes 4 dozen appetizers, so it's perfect for entertaining, but we're cutting it in half for this version, which will make 24. Thoroughly rinse 24 fresh, unopened oysters. Place them in a large stock pot. If the oysters are open or cracked, discard them. Pour in about half a can of beer and enough water to cover the oysters. Add 1 crushed garlic clove, 4 black peppercorns, and seasoning salt to taste. Bring the liquid to a boil and then remove the pot from the heat. Drain the oysters and allow them to cool. Once the oysters are cooled, break off and discard the top shells. Arrange the oysters in a single layer on a baking sheet. If you line the baking sheet with parchment paper, it will make cleanup a snap. Preheat the oven to 425 degrees. Place half a stick of butter into a small saucepan over medium heat. Once the butter has melted, add half a cup of chopped onion and 1 clove of minced garlic. Soften the onion and garlic for 2 minutes or so and reduce the heat to low. Add 5 ounces or half a package of frozen spinach that's been thawed and drained, 4 ounces of shredded Monterey Jack cheese, 4 ounces of shredded Fontina cheese, and 4 ounces of shredded mozzarella cheese. Stir until the cheeses melt. Then add 1/4 cup of milk. And season with salt and pepper to taste. Since the cheeses have salt in them, you may not need to add any salt. Taste and see what you prefer. The recipe calls for up to 2 teaspoons of salt and 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper. Spoon the cheese sauce over each oyster, filling the shells to the edges, but keeping the sauce from running over. Sprinkle a tablespoon of fine breadcrumbs over the oysters. Bake them in the preheated oven until they're golden and bubbly, about 8 to 10 minutes. Allrecipes member Chris, who calls these Rockin' Oysters Rockefeller fantastic, describes the cheesy spinach stuffing as to die for good. Chris had a little leftover stuffing, so she used it to make stuffed mushrooms the next day and reports that they were awesome.